We are the Morning Hustle.
Hey, yo, it's the Morning Hustle. L'Oreal, Kyle Santillan, Alton Walker in the building. And we got a guest in here today, man. This guy is funny. He's a veteran of comedy, man. He does some acting and some writing and all of that. He's been doing this thing for a minute, man, and we're happy to have him here today. You got to give it up, comedian TK Kirkland.
Yes, sir. That's right. I love the energy already. And the bell.
Sir.
And the bell.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know you had a bell.
Who raised you?
Whole new twist.
A lot of people know you from Who Raised You, the stand-up show, but that is a good question because if I'm understanding correctly, you're born in Jersey City,
yes,
but grew up in Compton. So who raised
you?
Well,
I didn't grow up in Compton.
Okay.
So I showed Compton love because of the late Eazy-E.
Okay.
Eazy-E gave me my first huge national break. And because he passed and me and him were good friends, every time I do a show, I always show him mad love. And I would say, by way of Compton, by way of Jersey. Grew up in Jersey by way of Compton.
Okay.
And that's me paying homage back to Eazy-E.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he was a good guy. He was a good guy.
That's
How
for
did
sure.
he even come across you in the first place?
That's a good question. Well, before I started NWA, I was opening up for New Edition. And New Edition, I was on the road. Shout out to the guys. And then Bobby Brown started doing his thing. I mean, Bobby Brown was hanging out. I didn't do the drugs, though.
Why you had to give that
I had to throw that in
disclaimer?
there. I just want to make sure that it's clear.
That was before
Because
that.
there's rumors. There's rumors that I used to sell, you know.
wow.
Those Jersey City guys.
I hosted a show with Albie Shore, Tina Marie, Bobby Brown, and Keith Sweat.
This had to be like 88.
This is 1988.
Ooh,
Damn, how'd you know the year?
Because I know who was out during that time period.
Okay.
88, side note, 88 is like my favorite year in culture, but go ahead.
Okay, I wasn't alive.
DJ put in a cassette of a local rap girl. I tell the story all the time. And I saw all these kids lose their mind. And I'm standing next to Bobby Brown. I said, yo, who is that? Because, I don't know about stuff like that. And he pointed the guys out, and something just told me to walk over to him. And I walked up stage, walked up to the brother. They had the trench on, the little windbreakers on with the jerry curl on the collar and all that. And I said, yo, my name is T to the And he said, I'm Eazy-E. And Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Suge Knight came to see me perform at the Comedy Store a week later. And Eazy-E said, yo, ain't nobody like you. Let's go.
That's
took
fire.
me on my first national tour straight out of college.
Wow.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
super
it's a good
dope.
move.
Is it like the same Suge that you...
Suge used to be my bodyguard.
Really?
Yeah. Suge, me and the DLC. Yeah, Suge
No
is my,
way.
Yeah, even to this day, me and Suge is real tight.
So you speak to him while he's locked up?
Yeah, Suge is my guy.
Because he's been on TMZ a lot talking
Yeah,
about his Tupac
I try to stay out that K-State.
trial.
Anything with crime, I stay out of that. No.
So what goes through your mind when you're watching this Tupac trial play out?
Well, everybody knows. So that's what I'm saying. It's a rumor in the street because me and Eric Von Zip is best friends. I don't know if a lot of people don't know that. And a lot of people know. They talk about it on Vlad and everything. And somehow my name got caught up with the money that supposedly went blah, blah, blah. So I just, I just don't want that kind of heat.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart because then you'll be on the stand like everybody else.
Yeah, and I don't do courts very well.
Have you ever had to go to court?
Oh, I've been to court a lot of times.
Yeah.
That's why now in my life I do everything right. Just want to bring peace, laughter, travel the world. Because I live in Paris, France. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm a senior citizen. So I get my you know what I'm saying?
Are you officially a senior citizen?
I'm a senior citizen.
For real?
Yeah.
It's so crazy because black don't crack.
No,
huh?
it crack. I could take you three places where it's crack. It crack. I just took care of myself.
Yeah.
But is it like, because we was talking about this, who was we just talking about this with age, that sometimes the sex drive goes down, and I know you talked about.
Oh, that was Bruce.
Bruce.
Oh, yeah, I can see that happening to him.
About the.
Yeah, Bruce is my guy, though, but I can see it. But Bruce was like that in his 30s.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why him and not you, age-wise?
Because I took care of myself, and I've been a lover. When you're a lover, you work on things when you're 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
I always kept a bad woman breathe on me since I was 11.
But I did see somewhere that you said like sex isn't like the thing that you go for. That sometimes you don't even have sex with the woman.
Well, as you get older, it's about character. You know, when you're young and you're a good lover, because I was a good lover, and you want to share with everybody. Like, come here, I've got something. Oh my God, let me show you what I got. and then the women will be like, the rumors are true. The rumors are true.
So let's stay there for a minute.
Have you heard the rumor?
I have never heard the rumors, but this is a great conversation because there's probably some guys listening right now like, what was he doing that I wasn't doing? So what advice do you give the guys that are trying to follow in your footsteps?
Stop drinking at a young age because it comes back to get you. And I don't drink, but I've seen it and I read a lot. And the stuff that I read about is that young men, and the reason why they have problems in the bedroom is because what they're eating a lot of processed meat, a lot of alcohol. Them people in the club that you see them drinking them bottles down and all of them gonna have problems. Every last one of them gonna have problems because they think it's a game,
right?
Yeah.
And you're destroying your body. And we want people to start thinking at a young age to be prepared as you get closer to 70, like me.
Yeah.
That's
so
important.
not you. You don't have those problems.
Oh no. I be doing my thing.
What's the difference between tricking and taking care of a woman? Is it a difference or?
It depends on your mindset, I think. You know, if you're tricking I think you're just there for the moment. If you're taking care of a woman, something that you want to do. But the rule in life is now, you understand life because when you're growing, you learn it by trial and error. So at my age now, what I can tell people, find somebody who doesn't need to be taken care of and then take care of them.
So you ain't doing no
like
tricking
that.
or nothing like that.
No, because the
That's
females
not what
that I
I
do
just heard
meet,
him say,
I'm
though.
joking.
the females that I've met in my life got their stuff together.
Okay.
You know, and what men have to understand is you shouldn't be afraid of a woman because no disrespect when I say that, most women are an illusion in men's head. That you create who you think that woman is before you meet her, and that's how sometimes things don't work out because you see this attractive woman, whatever. But you don't know her character. She could be struggling. She could be living in her girlfriend's car. She could be sleeping on the floor. And these type of things can turn you off. It's not that, and I know some women out here say, well, what about the men? But that's not what we're talking about right now. Because I hate when you have that elementary moment and they say, well, vice versa. Well, stay with the topic. We're not in that lane. You know, when we get to the lane, we'll talk about the men too. But right now, I want men to not have an illusion. Take the lust out and then focus on the young lady. Listen, have a great conversation, personality, and you can make your choice from there.
You said something interesting with this Mike Tyson story. I thought that this is something I've never heard before. You told one of your friends to give back some of the money she received to pay her bill.
Well, if you know me, I'm known for dropping gems. As the young kids call me, I'm the jewel dropper.
Okay,
you know?
the jewel dropper.
When I first heard that, I thought somebody was being funny because, you know, I robbed a few people back in the 90s.
Oh, my God.
And I was like,
Oh, you know that story?
I was like, what? Oh, she'll know.
She'll know that story.
Yeah. So what happened, because me and Mike Tyson to this day are good friends. And back then, he was this young kid making $60 million a year at his fights. And I saw so many people taken from him. And it was a young lady who was a good friend of mine. And Mike was very attracted to her. I introduced him. And like a week later, because Mike, you think I was spending money, Mike was spending. So she called me excited. TK, Mike gave me $10,000. I said, girl, how much are all your bills? And she said, my bills is $7,000. I said, pay all your bills and give Mike back $3,000. I said, because you do that, he'll give you $100,000. Trust me.
Right.
She didn't pay him. He stopped talking to her.
Right.
So
And she
is
thought
it
it had something to do with it.
Is it because you seen him do this before? Like, what was that technique?
Because it wasn't that. It's just that I how can I say it? You know.
Because why should a woman do that? Would you give that advice?
I just have the gift of game. Like, I give people things and show people things that they don't see that I see. And just like when I was on Shannon Sharp, and I asked Shannon Sharp to let me see a picture of the young lady that he was messing with. One, I told him he should be very disappointed. I said, Shannon, you know, what you did right here is set us back hundreds and thousands of years. But here was the game. See, I'm always giving game. I think he gave it like $20 million.
Yeah.
I said you should have gave it 25. And the reason why he should have gave it 25, the extra $5 million was for her to go on every platform to say she was lying because it was $100 million contract. And I'd have signed the contract to get 25 because I'd rather walk away with 75 than nothing at all.
Right.
So she went around saying, "Oh, I lied. I was just mad at him, etc." He gets the $100 million because he had a $100 million contract. Pay her 25. You get your 75. People are like, "I told you that I wasn't. That hoe was blah blah blah." He gets his reputation.
Right.
And that
he decided to go head to head with her.
Yeah,
instead.
I believe in pivoting. I believe in let's find a solution.
Yeah.
I could have been a phenomenal attorney, by the way.
Because even in the Tyson situation, if she gives back the $3,000 that you talked about, now he feels like, oh, this is not just another person taking from me.
There you go. Right. And I got one more example. So I'm in Long Island. I meet this girl. Fine. But she wasn't paying no attention to me at first. But then when I went on stage, I was that guy. So I took her with me, had breakfast, and she spent the night. She said, my husband or boyfriend, it lands at 1:30.
You ain't right.
I was a player.
Okay.
Just follow the story. And, the sex was amazing.
I'm sure it was. She had practice with her husband.
No, it's true. But the sex was amazing. I don't care who she practiced with. I know now I'm memorable. And I know she's saying the rumors are true.
Yeah, the rumors are true, baby.
So here's the game. She never made it to the airport to pick him up. Never made it. So I said, listen, you're going to tell your boyfriend that you got locked up. And I actually took her to the jail.
No.
And I said, when he pulls up on the phone, you walk out and act like you just got released. Booyah.
Booyah!
You ain't never met nobody like me.
See, I would already check the jail records. I'm the type that's like, let's see if this bitch got locked up.
I got something for you, too. I got something for you, too.
You gotta be quicker than that. I'm from Jersey,
What was her
too.
charges? What was her charges?
No, I don't know
Being a
about that.
You
dumb bitch.
had to come up with some charges.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm quite sure she figured it out, but we got past the initial situation.
After that, it's
This had to be about 15, 17 years ago. I hope he ain't listening.
That is hilarious.
I hope he ain't listening. No, he talking about me.
That is so funny, bro.
TK say some crazy. I saw her tell this woman one time. She was like, "Listen, I'll put you on my insurance." That lady
Yeah. See,
I started using that line. I was like, I'm gonna start using
He
it.
said that to me.
I said that to you. That's right. At the interview.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
I know I started using it.
Yeah, because
What lady, Elton? It was me, stupid.
that's funny.
This lady.
You want to be a beneficiary or not?
I think.
I was like, I
But
have
see, the only thing
insurance.
about Loya, she's a young woman but gorgeous.
Thank you.
So she was talking this, and I explained to her. I said, I can pull you, and she said, how to? I said, I can put you on my insurance.
There you go. You want to be a dependent?
Yeah.
But does that pickup line work for women that don't have insurance?
No. I don't think it's a pickup line now, but it was just something that I think is funny. It shows you where a man's heart is.
Yeah.
Because what happens in life and what women don't do, you should always listen to what a man's intentions are. If a woman meets a man after a couple of days, you'll throw him off by saying, "So what is your intentions with me?" And a man will get silent because most men don't have intentions.
Right.
Well, I know you definitely checked one of my friends that was there because she was like, well, I think you should buy. And he was like, and this is exactly why a lot of women miss out on their blessing because of friends like this.
Right.
Shut her ass right up.
Yep,
She
yeah.
stopped talking. Sometimes Monique need to shut her ass
That's
up.
right.
Me and her have had this conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes she talks out of turn, and
Yeah.
it is like when I be looking at her like, it's a time and place for a comment.
Yeah. When the thing that most women don't understand, when you have the beautiful friend and you getting all the attention, you don't need the Supremes. You Diana Ross. Girl, go sit down. Let me and this grown man have a conversation.
Right.
Let me see what his conversation is about. And if I want to share with you what he talked about afterwards, I'll share with you. Other than that, it's between me and him. And what happens when there's a group of women together, and it messes everybody up. I say, excuse me, can I speak to you over here for a minute? Because I don't want these 3 women or 2 women in my conversation. When I was young and that happened, my conversation was, so which one am I kicking it with? And it's going to be you, or it's going to be these 2? Because I'm not having a conversation with 3 people and be judged in the car about what I said. You know what I mean? Because your girlfriend's going to be judging. You could be interested. But if they influence you, you're not your own woman, they can influence you from not making the decision to be with this guy.
I got a question. This on some comedy stuff, man. My boy, comedian CP, he's currently hosting a Rooftop BET.
Yes, it's my man.
He had a story about you being in the movie. He wanted you to be his father.
Yes.
But the producer didn't want you. They wanted Aries Spears.
Yes. Well,
what's your take on that?
It's a true story. I've been in the business a long time, so I understand Hollywood, and I understand when you go for an audition, the people pretty much know who they want already. He came to me saying, "Tick, I want you to play my dad," and I already knew that we had a bond relationship. So I try to teach actors, rappers, and everything about how to be independent, how to make your own decisions, and that's why I snatched up D.L. Hughley, Mike Epps, Godfrey, Manny Sandra Bullock for over 20 years. And with CP, I pulled him aside. I had a duffel bag with $100,000 in it to pay him to make sure I got the part because I knew it was going to work. And he didn't understand his power. See, what happens to African-American actors if they are getting a TV show or they're getting a movie, they will allow someone else to make their decision. And I teach them, or try to teach them, you have the power.
Right.
These people work for you, you know? And just the same with Terry Crews. Tell you a phenomenal story of Terry Crews. Terry Crews wrote a script years ago. He's really one of the most brilliant men I know, up there with Godfrey and D.L. Hughley. Oh, he's brilliant. Oh, my God. And he wrote a script called YBI, Young Boys Incorporated out of Detroit. And because I know everybody, I raised $8 million for the movie. And I'm going to show you what Hollywood did. We had the big meeting with the agency. They was going to have Reginald Hutland directed. They was going to use all these other actors. Now, I raised the money. The script was for me. By the time they dissect that script, I was getting co-producer credit. It wasn't even my movie anymore. And there was no way I was bringing $8 million to a movie.
Right.
And it wasn't going to be mine.
Not even executive producer.
But Terry Crews at that time didn't understand Hollywood. He didn't speak up. See, it's the directors and the people that are the writers who know what they want. You have to fight for that person because you wrote this or you did this for this. This is for him. And I'm not going to, I have a vision, and people don't understand it. And give you a great example, Sylvester Stallone, when he did Rocky. They wanted other actors to play his role. And he believed in himself so much that he made sure that it was him that played that part.
Right.
And the rest of the series, he won an Oscar for it.
That's crazy.
CP was mad. He said Aries Spears was an asshole.
He sure was. Yep. So, you know, and it was a learning experience. And it's sad that people always listen to me afterwards. Yeah, afterwards. Because I got the game. I already know it. I tried to give you the gems. You know, hey, that's what it is.
We could tell Aries Spears is an asshole, but it's Terry Crews, Uncle Tom, because a lot of people think that about him.
Yeah, they do think that. So one thing I've learned in life, no matter what you think of a person, that's who they are. If that person's going to be your friend, you accept your friend for who they are. I wouldn't say he's that kind of guy. I think Terry Crews is really one of the most genuine people that's walking the face of the earth. I've seen, because I knew him before he got to Hollywood. You know, I kind of like pushed him towards that way. And when he was going for his auditions, he was wrestling, and like I used to help him pay his mortgage.
Really?
He was losing his house, so I was doing all that for him, and it's so good in my heart to see him winning in life. And he come off like that to a lot of people. But I got the utmost respect for him.
Did he ever open up to you about the things he went through in Hollywood? Like how he came forward and said that he got like sexual advances?
Yeah, I didn't.
Because like
the
I
kind of
wonder
man
if
I
men
am,
do
I
that.
think you handle that differently.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something that you put out into the universe. Either you handle it, but the world doesn't have to know about that. But I'm the guy you call when you need something done. I'm that guy.
You said you used to be that guy.
Yeah, I used to be that guy.
Yeah, I was about to say,
that was years ago. I'm that
Right.
guy. But I had to change that because, you know, it was getting serious.
I think we should add you in this Tupac trial after
Yeah,
all.
it's getting serious.
You feel like of course, you lost a lot of opportunity in Hollywood because you was that way?
No. I've always been independent. You know, when people don't understand this business, they say, oh, you got blackballed or you was a certain way. That's only if you're going through an agency. That's only if you're dealing with other people. I've been independent my whole career. You know, there's a lot of people that's been doing TVs and everything, and I know I got more money than them.
Yeah.
You know?
The streets mess with you.
'Cause
So.
the thing that I got for me is that I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
And no one can ever take that away. And I know I've out-slicked and outran everybody in this game. So, you know, I come from a different era. I can't go on social media and brag about what I've accomplished. I would love to show my cars. I would love to show my house. But, you know, I'm almost 70 years old. So, you know, it's private.
You said you got all the game, and we always hear women tell each other, don't be a wife to a boyfriend. But you got a rule for the fellas.
My pastor says that.
Don't be a husband to a girlfriend.
Yes.
Break that down.
Yeah. The thing about men is, again, going in, paying a woman's rent, helping taking care of another man's child, and all these things are things that make men want to crash out when it doesn't work out. And people don't see that. And what has happened to the world, well, what hasn't happened, all our life we're taught how to treat a female, but never once you hear anybody teaching women how to treat a man. See, in the game of chess, when the king goes down.
Listen.
Yeah.
That is not true.
It is true. You don't. You might hear maybe
clean
one. You may hear one statement, but you never hear women throughout your life saying, "This is how you act with a man." Because I talked about on the first date, a woman shouldn't order a steak.
Right.
On the first date, and
can't even eat.
everybody got upset because they said, "I'm ordering the steak," but they didn't see the game. That was game.
Yeah.
The game it wasn't about the steak. It was about the respect you have for the gentleman. I want y'all to be in this relationship a long time. You can I said on the first date.
Right.
Meaning when you got past this date,
You guys take next time.
You can get whatever you want after that. I'm just saying on the first date, especially for a man who dates a lot, a man who have dated a lot of women and he's burnt out and he's looking for that right person. And young lady, you could be the right person. And I know this is something so small, but everything counts. So you go there, you order a lobster, you order a steak on the first day, and the guy gonna pay for it. He pay for it, but I probably won't see you again. You know? And I'm the kind of guy, we don't do the doggy bags. We don't.
I don't do that.
You eat whatever you don't eat there, stay there. You ain't gonna
That's
take care of your children. You ain't gonna get this and put it in the bag, and we all walking out with the bag, and you're gonna go feed your kids. And nah. Whatever I buy you, eat there.
What if she don't touch the food at all, and says, "Well, I'm just gonna take it for later"?
Nope, that ain't happening.
Take that food home with me.
Didn't
do it. I ain't got her.
That's what I'm saying. So you would be okay with her being wasteful instead?
Yeah. I could do that. Absolutely.
Okay, what about rejection? Because you talked about men that are having trouble dating, right? And you tell them to look at themselves in the mirror, have certain conversations.
Yeah, well, a lot of men are not confident. A lot of men don't understand how your smell game got to be good. You got to dress good. Yeah, you got to.
You know a little something about a little something.
Yeah. You got to smell good. You got to have a presence about you that when you walk in a room, it makes a woman want to say, "Who is that?" Some men walk in slouching. Some men don't have a physique or strength about them, and it's something that you can't make up, fellas. It takes time to do that, and try to have accomplishments in life. A lot of men lie. And lying comes back to get you later. So that's why I would say most men need to have a certain amount of money before they start dating. And I said 25,000, but most people think that the money's for the female. See, you know how when you're young, you want to go to college? You know, you're young, you say, I want to do certain things. Well, when you're young, you start saying, I'm looking forward to dating. Let me make sure I have my money right. Not to give it to her, for you. Because when you got your money right, you make better choices in the type of female that you are dating. And a lot of men to this day, and women, are not happy with the partner that's sitting across from them.
That's true.
This is something that they had to take quarters, kind of, because the person that they really want, they didn't have their life together. I've dated a lot of women who don't have their life together, and I had to stop it, you know.
So could you tell the difference in your life when somebody that did have their stuff together versus...
Oh, yeah, you can hear in their conversation, you can hear how the way they move, and then as you get older and more wise, you have to have rules and boundaries and things of that nature. Like, it's hard to date a woman with, if I really like you, you got 2-3 children. because this person is looking for a long-term relationship. But in my head, I'm like, but I can go to another city or different parts of the world, find someone just as beautiful as you who don't have all the baggage that comes with that type of situation.
Yeah. What's the most amount of money that a woman has ever asked you for?
Not a lot. Not a lot, but I'll cut you off for $300.
300?
Cut them off,
yeah.
you said?
Yeah, so let me tell you why.
I'm like, that's a very specific number.
I'll tell you, I had a young lady met, beautiful young lady, and something told me not to have sex with her because I got discernment.
Okay.
My discernment is cold.
Yeah.
Not the married woman. That was fine.
Yeah, that was
different.
No,
but
so let's make sure we click since you brought that up.
because you said
In my 20s, 30s, and 40s, I was a player.
Okay.
Right.
Definitely was a player. And as you start going from your 40s into your 50s, character, strength, what a person's got going for themselves becomes extremely important.
Yeah.
So I meet this young lady. She's phenomenal. But we hanging and something says, don't you have sex with her, T? Exactly. So we laying in bed, whatever. A couple of days later, she didn't even call. I'm a man. If you want something, you got to call. You can't do a text. Because that's, what's the word I'm looking for? That's
Coward?
Impersonal.
It's kind of passive aggressive.
Okay.
And you're not going to ask her. You got to be woman or man enough to hear the yes or the no. The same way.
Probably harsh though.
Yeah, no. It got to be. I'm old school. So because she asked me for $300, and it wasn't about the money, it's because it was a text, and we only been on one date.
Oh wow.
One date it could have been 10,000, 300. You're being disrespectful, and when you get older and you own properties, you own businesses, you have children, right? The last thing you want is another bill. And if I'd have gave that $300, that's another bill.
Yeah.
See, and what women need to understand, when a man is grown, he has other responsibilities. I'm not making a lot of money to give it to someone. Now, if she'd have asked me again, like the steak, she'd have waited. See, it's all about timing. She'd have waited a month, 2 months, because I told her no, so obviously she got it from somebody else.
Yeah.
So she should
right, she just going down the list.
Yeah, just get the money from somebody else.
I feel like that was a test.
And just, regardless of what it was, it failed. The goal to certain men is the long game. Most women don't think about the long game. I went on a date with another young lady. We went on 3 days.
You're going a lot of dates, CK.
Well, I'm almost 70. I have a lot of stories. Well, I did things. What do you mean?
Right.
But if I didn't have no stories, they go, well, you haven't lived.
Right.
You ain't got no dates, nigga?
Yeah. I did my thing. And I went on 3 dates with this woman. She texted me, I see that this is not going to work out for us. I'm looking for a marriage and all that. It's 3 dates.
Right.
Women have to stop this thing of trying to get things done immediately.
Right.
And I use the sports analogy. And right now it's preseason. Everybody wants to win a championship. They're not going to get the trophy, Super Bowl on Sunday.
Right.
You actually got to go through the season. It's the same thing when you're dating. You have to go through the proper channels to be in a serious relationship. And people want to jump the gun so fast without putting in the work. Because little things are important. How I feel when I hold your hand. Are you a great kisser? Are you passionate in bed? Are you punctual? If we're going on a trip, are you going to call me if I missed the flight, but they're going to put me on the next flight?
He left somebody he was waiting at the restaurant for 30 minutes.
You don't
That's
have
too
to
long.
wait. Yeah.
That's too long?
Oh, that's too long.
What if she texts you?
That's too. No. If you like and respect, you can wait.
Yeah.
Texting is very respectful.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm on my way.
Yeah,
Something
you
happened.
can wait for something like that. I had that happen to me before.
Yeah, he just
But no
ignored
communication.
But no communication, you
Yeah.
gotta go. And when texting first started, I'll never forget. I went on a date with this young lady, and she was texting so much while the food was there. I left her and let her pay the bill.
Oh, no, you
We
didn't leave her with the
start doing that.
bill.
Yeah,
Get
I
up
did.
and leave.
And don't you know
No.
that woman hit me maybe last year? So I knew you. You left me at that restaurant. and this is what I said to her.
That's foul.
Yeah, and this is what I said. I called her a B, and I said, if you was with, because she said, I hope that happened to your children. And I said to her, I would do it again today.
Oh my
I said,
God.
you was rude, you was texting, you didn't really want to be there.
Right.
So forget you. And that's exactly what I said. And she left it just like that.
Did you order something too before you left?
Yeah, I ate. I had a
Oh no, you ate and how I paid for
It was
it.
very good.
You still got this meat in my
Hilarious.
Hey.
You are foul.
So, I do want you to clear something up, man.
Okay.
With the Druski,
Okay, good question.
because you said Druski, and you had a lot of people confused.
Yeah.
You said he wasn't a comedian.
Yes.
And he was, and usually comedians who joke about the Lord die.
Yes. So
Can you explain? Because you had us confused about that.
So here's the thing about the great thing about social media and young people and old, we all can learn from each other. Two things can be true at the same time. So reading the comments and talking to my man Mojo Brooks, talking to Donnell Rollins. See, old school comedians, we are used to a comedian being mic stand, going back and forth on stage.
Right.
Then you have comedians who are influence situation comics, meaning they do good in acting, etc. Druski is what I call a influencer type comedian, but way it was brought to me, and that's why I'm so glad to talk to younger people, is that the definition of comedian is anyone who can make you laugh.
Okay.
And because the way we came up, we just assumed
Stand-up comedian.
stand-up comedian. So two things will be true. So I'm glad that I said it, because it taught me a lesson. Somebody schooled me and explained to me, and you know what? Two things can be true at the same time. We're both pretty much right on that. Then about
Well, it kind of did sound a little shady, TK, because you're
well,
like, he's not a comedian.
it
You know
sounds
he
shady.
tell jokes.
Well, I hate to put you in this situation because you threw yourself under the bus, but people with low IQ feel that way.
No, it's what you said.
No.
He is somebody that tells jokes for a living
But
like
I
you
want
do.
I want you to listen to your baby.
I
okay?
want to
You
listen
Don't
to myself.
Okay, so listen. So this is important. I want the world to listen to me. Don't listen.
And my IQ is not low,
Okay,
but
I'm
go
messing
on.
with you. Don't listen to reply. Listen to comprehend. And let me tell you why. I just said that both of us, if two things can be true at the same time. The young comics explained to me why they thought I was wrong. I explained to them why I thought I was right.
I got that.
So when I say that it all still falls under the category of comedian, this is before we had this conversation. After I said about Druski, this came to me. And so I'm glad that we brought this up so I could clear it up, because a week ago I stood by what I was saying. Druski's not a comedian. He's an influence comedian. But listening to other comics and people and reading the comments, and I said, wow, it does make sense. So when you look at old school and new school, that title still was there, but I think older comedians never took the time to really understand it until this type of generation has come out. Because you got a lot of guys who are comedians who do phenomenal in videos. Horrible on stage.
Is it fair
I
to
still
give
feel the same way, though. I'm sorry. I still feel like he's hosting just like other comedians would be hosting.
Comedic influencer. He's not a stand-up comedian.
But you kind of say influencer, so you know what an influencer
remember now,
is.
I said stand-up comedian to old school guys. It's
Yeah.
the guy who walks back and forth the stage.
No, I understand.
So that's all it was. So
but if I was Druski, if I'm saying, like, I still would be like, he's trying to be a little shady.
No. I would have this conversation with Druski like a man, and I'm quite sure he would have said the same thing and broke it down. And I would say, you know what, it does make sense, Druski. But I would also say two things can be true at the same time. Nobody's
I feel like
really
it's
wrong.
fair, bro. I feel like there is a stand-up comedian and comedic actor.
Yes.
That's how I look at it, because when you're doing skits, you are acting.
Thank you so
You know what I mean?
much.
So I don't feel like there's anything wrong with differentiating
Thank you.
between the two forms
Yes.
of comedic art.
It's just that we live in a world that when you tell your truth, people think you're hating.
Right.
And I don't hate on nobody. I've been a fly person my whole life. I've never been a hater. It's just that I was asked something at that time. I gave my honest opinion. I love to hear people's different perspectives because that's how we learn. And you have to respect people's opinions. Doesn't mean they have to be right, but we want to show the world and people, our listeners, that I may not like what that person said, but I have to respect his opinion.
So religion is off the table.
Well, let me explain to you what happened with religion. It was a comedian named Sam Kinison back in the day, and I really watched him a lot, and this is just my interpretation, which, again, this woke me up because in the comments after that, they was bringing up different comedians who talked about religion. And I said, wow, that do make sense. But the difference was Sam Kinison joke about religion was painful. He was talking about how he was Jesus being nailed to the cross.
Oh, that type, yeah.
And screaming, the nail was going in the hand, and he was screaming. It was that type of.
Yeah, no.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's too far.
Everybody else was soft with the religion.
Yeah.
So I wasn't clear when I broke that down. I just said what I had to say. But that's my fault. So I could take that. But that's the reason why I said that certain comedians shouldn't do religion because of Sam. But people wasn't going as deep as Sam Kinison was. And Druski didn't talk about Jesus. He talked about the pastor.
Yeah. Do you feel like anything else is off the table besides religion as far as if you...
I think anything could be funny. It's not what you say, it's how you say it and when you say it. You have to be careful when you say certain things. But it's fascinating.
Yeah, all right. Listen, man, if y'all want to tap in with TK Kirkland, please do it because you're out here on tour.
He's a comedian.
Yeah,
Yes,
what's some of the cities? What's some of these cities?
And I am a comedian. Just to be clear, 41 years. Some of y'all wasn't even born.
Where these people gonna catch you at?
Yo, so this weekend I'm gonna be at the Atlanta Comedy, and this young lady is so funny. And I was gonna try to date her. You know why I didn't want to try to date her?
Why?
Because I see me smacking her on the freeway.
Oh my God!
I'm old school. That's why certain people I won't talk.
That's awful.
She a fresh charge. She'll be the first one in court. He's a comedian.
That's this one.
But it wasn't funny.
And he think I got a low IQ. I want it all.
I want it all.
TK, you have anything questions? Is Druski here?
That was Alton that asked that question. I just threw a little sauce on it.
That is so funny. So
Tell on Alton now.
everybody please and we're gonna talk about where I'm performing, but the gentleman Alton, ladies and gentlemen, listen.
You don't know him.
His name has come up so much in my life, and everybody has said to me, this man is funny. And they said, TK, do you know him? I'm like, no, I have no idea who he is. And I've seen him so many times out. Never performed, but I've seen him. I go, hey, what's up? Not that I'm stuck up or anything. I'm just a cool guy.
Giving bougie.
I say hi to everybody. No, I'm just, it's in my blood to be bougie. I've been doing way before comedy. So I come into the studio today. I'm sitting here. I'm still saying hello. And I turn around and I read his name on the poster. I said, oh, man,
It's him.
I said, it's him.
It's him.
Oh, man. I looked at him and I said, yo, that's you, dog? No. We just started laughing because...
It's bad because I was talking to you. You like, you really need to be a comedian. I'm like, Alton says, I don't give a F with another dude. I was like, but you know him. I don't know him.
Yeah, I said, I don't know.
And he walked. I was like, my co-host. No, I don't know that.
That is so funny.
Good. They said good things about me.
Oh, yo, your name has come up so much about how phenomenal you are. And they kept saying, I said, no, I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. Like, and he... Yeah.
So now y'all got to do a tour together.
No.
He didn't want to say that money.
No. We got to draw the line. Draw the line right here.
Where you going to be in the city near now?
No.
Speaking of a tour, you will be in a city near the Hustlers.
Yes.
Where can they check you out minus Alton Walker?
Atlanta, listen, this is my first time on the show. I hope these guys will have me back.
We will.
I will be at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Yo, listen, it's almost sold out, and I need you to come see. If you saw me on We the Ones tour, if you saw me on Catch Me If You Can comedy tour about a year ago with Live Nation, if you know anything about the rap world from Eazy-E to Jay-Z. See, people don't know I made Jay-Z famous. Y'all know that story?
You made Jay-Z famous.
Watch this. Okay, let me finish the dates. I'm at Atlanta Comedy Theater this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Get your tickets today. You guys are syndicated as well, right?
That's right.
I'm proud of you, girl.
Thank
Look at you.
you.
And you're doing things.
Me and my low IQ go high places.
It's okay, yeah. And believe it or not, those are people who make it.
I can see. 2 of us.
Yeah, you right there. I can see.
We ain't gonna stop now.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm your correct piece of change. I go toe to toe with you. And then Pleasanton, California, Labor Day weekend at Tommy T's, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on TK_Kirkland, because then we shoot down to Savannah, Jacksonville. But follow me TK_Kirkland. And matter of fact, the first 5 women on my Instagram, you will get 2 tickets for you and your boyfriend, because I'm not a player no more. And you can come to the show. Now, the real quick story about Jay-Z. So Eric Von Zip, who's caught up in this situation with Keefy D, all of us are friends. So I throw a party in Harlem. And me, Keefy D, Haitian Jack, Eric Von Zip. It's my 35th birthday party. Frankie B. And we hire these young men from Brooklyn. Now, mind you, we got paper.
Yeah. You was hanging with some thugs, too. I heard the names.
Yeah, you got the whips outside. We got mink coats. We got the Maury's
They
on.
said Keefy D was a crackhead, though.
Yeah, but he was a hustler, though. Trust me, he was a hustler. And
a hustling crackhead.
yeah, it's okay. There's a lot of them out there. And these gentlemen, they come late to my party. And then my man said, TK, they here. I said, nah, make them wait, So we still talking and stuff. Frankie B comes up and said, yo, T, let him go on. The gentleman went on stage, put his hat down. He turned the thing out. And I told him after the show, I peeled out 15 $100 bills. That's when we had rubber bands.
Yeah.
Pop the rubber band. You hustler, pull that off. And I didn't even look him in his eye, because I was being really, egotistical. We had bread. And I slid him the money. And I tell people, that dude took my money and flipped it. He flipped it twice. He flipped it 4 times. And became a billionaire with Jay-Z.
Oh, because 1,500. If
$1,500.
it wasn't from that,
ain't the streets.
it wouldn't be no Beyonce, no nothing,
None of that.
Jesus.
None of that. All that came from TK.
Yo, TK, get the hell out of here, man.
But
you
now,
just made us listen to that stupid ass story.
Now watch this. Now let me tell you how fly Jay-Z is, though. When he blew up, I was the opening act for the Hard Knock Life Tour.
That's dope.
Right.
Yeah,
That's dope.
And because of the Hard Knock Life Tour, I get down to New Orleans. See, I'm always at the right place at the right time. Another young man walks up to me and said, yo, Walter, my name is Baby from Cash Money Millionaires. I'm doing this movie called Baller Blocking. I want you to play this cop in Baller Blocking. So we do the movie, and then I go on the tour with the Hard Knock Life, not Hard Knock Life, Cash Money and the Rough Riders. And the rest is history, ladies and gentlemen. So you say low IQ, say I got receipts. I got receipts. I got receipts.
Jay-Z ain't giving you no damn receipt for that 1,500.
Oh, no. He took me on tour. That 1,500 gave me over $400,000.
Did he remember you from that, though?
Yeah, it's my man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think you know who
No,
you
I'm
sitting next to.
talking about remember you from the 1,500.
Yeah, I don't think you know who you sitting next to, darling.
I know who I'm
No, you
sitting
got to
next
do your research about TK.
I'm just saying, I'm
nah,
making
me
sure
and
he
Jay-Z
knew you
to
was
this day.
the same.
Nah, he know I'm that dude. They all know TK that dude. It ain't a secret. They know. You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
That.
okay, but you,
It might be my low IQ.
No, but you're so fine, girl. I wish you were. You're so fine. Oh, I wish you was a little older.
I think I'm good at this age.
Nah. Nah, when you get about 47.
For more than $300.
No. You can get it because I get Social Security, and I can put you on my insurance.
TK Kirkland once again, Morning Hustle Show. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get